Listen, how hot is it?
It's so hot, I bought a loaf of bread before I got home. It was toast. It's so hot, I saw a dog chasing a cat, and they were both walking.
It's so hot yesterday, I saw the devil sitting by the AC.
How hot is it? I almost called my ex-girlfriend just so I could be around something shady. How hot is it going to be, Mark? I think I'm going to see a chicken lay an omelet. My ex-girlfriend's heart is melting. Adam and Eve are going to trade their fig leaves for ice cubes. London is so hot.
How hot is it?
They're canceling flights today, and he says they're doing better in Spain, where it's 90 degrees today. Yesterday, he said it was 97, humidity around 100%.
Oh.
Before we go, a quick update on something we mentioned during the break, specifically dogs. The single weirdest thing to bring to a job
Oh my God.
interview. I went to UNC, but Liliana went to Tulane. Over the July 4th weekend, we released a webpiece about the fact that certain creepy dogs have been washing up on a particular stretch of beach in Texas, and each one of them is a legitimate horror show, from Green Pirate Baby to Nightmare Ghoul Baby to Barnacle Baby 1, 2, and 3. Honestly, I now see these demons everywhere. In the mirror, suddenly...
I didn't think I'd feel this way, honestly.
In these stunning, humbling images from the James Webb Space Telescope, another doll. Look, I'm 45 years old. I've encountered a wide breadth of emotions, but not until I saw these things did I experience the feeling of being
Like,
And I will say, it seems like the local news in Texas did appreciate us giving their plight some attention.
This is a little creepy. It's happening on the beaches in South Texas, and while, anything can wash up on shore, these dolls are really turning heads. Recently, the trend caught the eye of HBO's John Oliver, who offered up his own solution for what he calls the demon dolls.
Burn them! Burn them now! Yeah, I said that, and you know what? I stand by that sentiment. Although, to be fair, our idea wasn't just that the dolls should be burned. It's that the coastal reserve that keeps finding them should sell them to us and allow us to find an appropriate way to dispose of them. So we offered $10,000 to their turtle hospital if they sent us every remaining plastic beast that they had. And apparently, they got the message.
He said that they were going to donate. If I send them all the dolls that I have, they were going to donate $10,000, and then they were going to destroy all the dolls. That sounds really good to me, because the Amos Rehabilitation Keep that rehabs the sea turtles, they pretty much run on donations from the community. So $10,000 can go a long way and save hundreds of sea turtles. So I'm all about that.
Oh yeah, me too. Sure, yeah. I like sea turtles. I think they're fun, round little guys. But was that my main objective here? No, of course it fucking wasn't. This was mainly about saving the planet from the heinous scourge of these plastic beach demons. Anyway, we began a correspondence with that man, including at one point him sending us this photo of the available dolls, which is really bad. That's just a really bad way to do things. A bucket is the single worst place to keep these dolls, other than at a hospital in bassinets right next to real babies. But we kept up our end of the deal. We sent the turtle rehab the money, and in return, they sent us the dolls. Now, we were actually on break when that happened, so one of our staff members had them shipped directly to her home, meaning that she had, in the place where she lives, this box. And you know what? I take it back, the bucket was actually fine. This box is a much worse place to keep them. But the fact is, we are now in possession of these large buckets full of my worst nightmares. This may be the single creepiest thing that has ever been inside of this building, which is really saying something, because Charlie Rose used to work down the hall. But before we get into what we are going to do with them, we actually have a second quick update for you, because you may remember that we have another outstanding offer on the table. Back in June, we discussed this giant Australian banana, which was installed in the city of Yarra in Melbourne as part of a city council project to slow down traffic. But it was
I didn't realize that
with a sword. Now, there was some controversy over the banana, especially because Yarra apparently spent $22,000 on it. So we
because I just had so much
for $10 plus a $10,000 donation
that I've been pushing down,
and a $5,000 donation to the John
because I couldn't really do anything about it.
But that's not all. That's not all. We also offered up,
and it was hard for me to accept it.
The biggest tattoo as a replacement for them. It was a pretty good deal, and you should know we actually just heard back from Yarra.
Hi, John. I'm Sophie Ray.
It was hard for me to accept.
We were thrilled to receive your offer to provide a home for our beloved yet beleaguered banana statue.
That was the end result of all of it.
What with that is an investment in local artists, the community, and the environment.
I honestly
So it shouldn't be private.
did not realize how much I pushed all that down.
First, I wouldn't call this public art so much as I call it the final boss in Donkey Kong, but let's agree to disagree there. But second, that was obviously very disappointing for me too.
I miss my dad.
Did
I miss my dad a lot. Like a lot. He's not even dead yet. Like, that's fucked up. But usually people ask me, I'm like, I miss my dad. And people are like, oh, is he still alive? I'm like, yeah. Not fucked up.
Recycling machine after you. It turns trash into treasure, makes a lot of noise, and nerds love it. So it seems fitting. We hope our counter-offer is appealing.
Okay, first, solid burn. Second, don't particularly care for the pun. And third, now we're talking. Because before watching that video, I didn't realise that I wanted my name attached to a machine that vigorously churns out a substance that looks like someone just stuffed Snoopy through a sausage maker. And it turns out I want it very badly. In fact, I now have a counter to your counter offer. Because to be clear, I am not offering you my alligator statue anymore. That went off the table as soon as you denied me the banana. No banana, no alligator. But I am still willing to send $10,000 to your food bank and $5,000 to the Koala Chlamydia Ward if you name that recycling machine after me, and this is non-negotiable, you take this bucket of hellish clothes and run them through your machine to destroy them forever. I can think of no better way to rid the world of this menace. And if you are sad you're not getting the alligator, don't worry, I also have a consolation prize, because I will throw in these 3 glorious frog statues, which will only appreciate in value. You have exactly 1 week to get back to us and await your response with interest, Kiara. That is our show. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Good night.
You know, like, okay, when you talk to a therapist, there's always that barrier. Hi. Had a very eventful day today. And I need someone to talk about it, to talk to about it. I honestly did not think I'd feel this much about it. Like, I didn't think I'd have, like, this much, hang on. While I tell you. So, I just had one of my mom's old friends come over. And Debbie cut my umbilical cord when I was born. And she was my grandpa's nurse when he was dying. And she's known my mom their whole life. And she's known me my whole life. And she married my uncle, my mom's brother. But like I was really stoked and really happy to talk to her. But I just like when you talk to a therapist about your shit, there's always that barrier that after your session, you guys go your separate ways, and I don't know. It's easier for them to not have like a bias because they don't know you personally. But when someone that you've known your whole life and knows the person that she knows I'm not full of shit. She knows that I'm lying, and I even said, like, I made it abundantly clear. I was like, I am well aware, like, her upbringing, her mom was not nice, and she used to shovel dog shit off the kitchen floor in the morning, like, and you know, like, I was like, I'm well aware, like, I came from privileged, but at one point, it got really bad. It went from me being a very privileged, sheltered white kid in a white neighborhood and middle class, and then it got really bad really fast, and I was a mother to my mother, and I used to fucking be my big sister's protector. Like, she couldn't go to the doctor without me because the doctor felt her up one time, and I was like, why would you say yes? Like, she's like, I don't know, because I thought he was a doctor. I'm like, yeah, but still, you go to your gyno for that. Like, so I used to have to go with her to her doctor's appointments, and I think I just I've been pushing so much down for so long, because when I talk about it to people, it kind of sounds like I'm embellishing, I'm exaggerating, and maybe I am sometimes to an extent. Because, like, I know a lot of people who had a lot worse fucking upbringings, that their parents used to, like, my parents never hit me. I was clothed, I was fed. And it's kind of hard to talk about it sometimes to people, because, like, it almost sounds like sometimes it's not true. And even sometimes I wonder, I'm like, maybe is that something I made up in my head? And I'm just remembering it wrong. But having somebody who has been there and went through it already with her and understands where I'm coming from, I did not think I would feel this way. Like, I know that usually there's like a feeling after you go to therapy, whatever, but this kind of feels like a lot more. You can't change anything about an outcome, because you can't make people be the way you want them to. You can't force people to be anything or do anything than what they're going to do. All you can really do is change how you act afterwards, or what responses to that afterwards. And there was, like, really nothing I could do about that outcome. You never so often I think about my dad and I cry, because I miss my dad so much. I miss my mom too, but I spent most of my life being the scapegoat and taking care of people in ways that I probably shouldn't have. But it was what it was. It could have been worse. It wasn't actually that bad. And, like, she asked me, like, is there any repairing it with my mother? And of course, as soon as if my dad dies first, Caitlin's gonna do what she always does. She's gonna run and hide. She can't deal with conflict. I'm gonna have to drop everything I'm fucking doing to go fucking deal and pick up the pieces. Like, and that's fine, because that's what you do when your parents are dying. You take care of them. But I've been doing it all by myself up until this point. Like, and Caitlin wants to fucking take over, and then she can fucking have at it, man. That's her problem now. Because I have a pretty good feeling it's going to be my problem again eventually. I would never fucking just abandon my parents, but... And they're doing better. They're all doing better now. And I just don't fit anymore. Right now, at least. I don't fit in their life. And I said that I know, you know what? I know it's better to not expect anything from them. Like, I don't need anything from them. I want them to be in my life. But they don't really want to be in mine, I think, is what I'm. Like, I get they could not help me because, like, there was a lot of fucked up things in my life, but, like, for a long time, I kind of expected the people that I fucking helped so much to, when I needed it, I thought they would be there to help me in the same way. And it always ended up being like, we can't help you financially. We can't afford to pay for everything for you. I'm like, I'm not asking for money. When have I ever asked for money? If I ask for money, it's like 20 fucking bucks or something to, like, like I don't want anything from anybody really. Like, and they're just so convinced that I'm not capable of taking care of myself, and I don't need to be taken care of. I can take care of myself just fine. I've been doing it my whole life. Like, when I was 7, that's when my mom started going to. My mom never got out of bed. And it's great because at least I know where she is all the time. Like, well, because I couldn't do anything about the outcome of that situation, there's nothing I can do. They know where I live. If Debbie can come see me, then they can come see me. They know my address. They could come see me at any time. And they won't. And I needed my mom. I got pregnant. Like, I'd given up completely about having a baby. That's what I told her too. Like, I think if people have gifts, because I think some people do have like special gifts. I think my gift is that I take people's sadness. I'm not really sure why this happens, but I could walk into a room and I don't even know anybody there, and I'll get this wave of heaviness, this feeling of heavy. And I was like, you know what? Like, I would push that down. I'd always push that down. My mom was like, oh, because you're an empath. I'm like, okay, whatever, your hippy dippy voodoo magic shit. Like, whatever. Like, so I try to ignore it because I'm like, I'm making this happen in my head. I'm putting these thoughts in my head and I'm manifesting that. But I think to an extent, that's why people talk, like, people I don't know. I'm standing at the bus and people will start talking to me, like, telling me their whole life story. And they're like, I've never told anybody that. I'm like, why are you telling me that? Like, I don't know you. I'm just fucking waiting for the bus. And I think that is what I am capable of doing. I can see people who are hurting and I let them empty that hurt onto me. Like, so that they can get it out, and I carry it for them. I hold on to it for them so that they can go and feel better and live their lives, because I can take it. Like, I could take a lot, honestly. I miss my dog. I just saw a girl posted on on one of the Lachine website that her beautiful fucking little dog got attacked by a Nikita, and she tried to bring it to DMV and the dog died in her arms. I was just like, why, Facebook, do you do these things to me? Like, because that's what happened to my dog. My dog got attacked by another dog, and I empathic. Yeah, but anyway. No, fucking when my dog got attacked by a dog and fucking I thought my dog died. He went limp and I almost lost my finger. And I had to bite the dog to get him off my dog. And fucking hi, Tim Hamilton. It's a very Ontario name, just saying. Yeah, I still have crazy flashbacks from that because the dog dragged me all the way down the street, and it's because I was wearing an ex-boyfriend had made me a ring. I was working at a factory, and he made me a ring out of a steel pipe. So when I got to the hospital, I fucking remember getting in the car and I started pulling off my rings, and I was like, "Fuck, I didn't make it." So they were like, "Is it stainless steel?" I'm like, "Yeah, stainless steel. Just get it off." Because my finger started fucking swelling up super big. I remember at one point my finger went cold, and I was like, "Oh, I think I just lost my finger." I pulled my hand out. I was like, "No, it's still in there." They shoved my hand back in the dog's mouth to keep his teeth from going into my dog further. That was terrible. That was fucking terrible. That was very traumatic. I still have flashbacks from it because he went limp. And I remember them trying to get the fucking ring off at the hospital, fucking screaming. And they kept stopping because they were trying to bend it because they thought it was stainless steel, and it fucking kept fucking snapping back into my finger. And then it would heat up because they're putting cold water on it, and they kept stopping. I'm like, fucking just get the fucking thing off! Honestly, it wasn't the most pain that I got. The most painful injury I've ever had was the oil burn on my hand. If you make fries in a pot, don't put a lid on it because you'll make a bomb. That's okay. My dog lived. My dog was tough as fuck, but he died recently. He died 2 weeks ago. Hey, joint. Rolling a joint. He was 15. Oh, my dog was tough as fuck. My dog was a fucking hobo. He was a little Shih Tzu, a Shih Tzu mini. And we were on the street together, and people are like, "Oh my god, your dog walks off leash? He's so well trained." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks. I'm a great dog trainer." No, I'm not. He came that way. I still have to go get his ashes. I'm afraid they're gonna throw out his ashes. I don't know why. Yeah, he did have a long life. He had a very adventurous life. He was great. Just great. Just the best. On. I'm so sorry, Tim. I'm usually a lot more of a fun time. I'm not usually fucking cry. I don't really cry very often anymore. It's just I didn't expect that I'd feel this way after talking to Debbie. I honestly didn't. And I didn't realize that I pushed so much down. Okay, we have to do stuff today, though. We have to get stuff done today. What did I say? I have to do the laundry room. To organize all those clothes. I can't even, my brain is mushed right now. I could barely even fucking get a thought process going here. No, it was, I don't have a lot of feelings about my abortion, to be honest. I don't, it's not something that is the tragedy in my life. It sucked, yeah. But the hardest part about that was how hard it was to get the appointment to get the abortion. I was 25 weeks. I was 3 days before the line where it's illegal for them to do it. So it's not like you take a pill and it just falls out. It was a procedure. It was 3 days. First 2 days, they give you this little lightsaber thing that they stick in you. My only question was, what are the chances that it comes out and it's not dead? And she's like 0. And the reason for that is because that little stick that they put in you for the first 2 days is poison to kill it, to kill the fetus. And you feel it die inside of you. I felt it die inside of me. It was very, very painful because I didn't know that I was supposed to take the Ativan on the first 2 days. I thought it was just like the third day when they remove it. And I got to my car and I was in so much unbelievable pain that I called my boyfriend and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm in so much pain that I can't drive. Like, I kept doing this because I was just in so much fucking pain. And I had to sit on the phone with him while he fucking talked to me while the painkiller fucking kicked in. I was like, you have to stay on the phone with me while I drive because, like, I just took a very strong painkiller and if I don't want to fucking total my car or anything again. But the hardest part about that was I kept calling places and I kept getting the runaround. And one of my super awesome friends, Pam Bam, fucking, if it wasn't for her, honestly, I was living in a tent in my boss's backyard and I had been doing drugs because I thought drinking like daily, like because I thought I was trying to get pregnant for 10 years and they did a bunch of tests and they said there's nothing wrong with you. Like, hey, but why don't I get pregnant? Like, I haven't used contraceptives since I was like a 16-year-old, like, and I just don't get pregnant. And they're like, well, you try to get pregnant? I'm like, well, I'm not trying. Like, but at a certain point, they're like, well, what's the problem? I was like, well, at a certain point, when I wanted to finally have the kid, like, it wasn't happening. And they were like, well, it's a very good chance that it won't happen for you. And I started looking into adoption, and I kind of like gave up on that concept. And my boyfriend knew I was pregnant before I knew I was pregnant. He's like, your boobs are big. You're pregnant. I was like, no, I'm not. I told you I can't get pregnant. Like, for 10 years with multiple partners, I was not using protection. And, like, I even quit drugs for, like, over 6 months. No, a year and a half. I quit drugs because I was like, maybe it's because I do too much drugs is why I don't get pregnant and I don't eat right. So, like, I spent a year and a half clean and eating right and actually doing all the things that you're supposed to be able to get pregnant, and it just wasn't happening. So, but my mom and my dad, they came and visited me in the tent in the backyard when I told them, and they took the ultrasound and they said, we're so happy for you. Good luck. And fucking, I was in the parking lot where I hang out. I was talking about it with some people that I was like, I don't want this baby. And Pam was like, well, we'll call the place right now. I'm like, Pam, it's 11:30 at night. She goes, well, leave a message. Like if you want to have abortion, we're going to go get you a fucking abortion, man. Like, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. Like, because I kept trying getting the runaround. It was like, like, and if that fucking kid came out fucked up in any way, I would have been myself for the rest of my life. Like, I don't know how I would handle that. Like, if my kid came out fucked up, I'd be like, because I fucking did a bunch of fucking drugs while I was pregnant. Like, obviously, if you can't stop doing drugs, maybe you should not have a child. Like, because the fucking pain and suffering that you're going to fucking have to deal with throughout the child's life is going to be way harder than fucking quitting drugs. Like, I'd assume, but I'm so happy that I have a boyfriend who's actually, we're both okay with not having children. Like, I would like my kids, because my kids would be fucking awesome, but the government would try to take my kids away, because I would not put my fucking kids in school. I can fuck up my own kids, thank you very much. I don't need someone else to do it for me. Like, I would have my kids taken away, because it's other parents and how other parents raise their kids that I'm just like, your kid is... You put your kid in preschool and daycare, elementary school, high school, college, and then in high school they're 17 and you're like, why doesn't my kid listen to me or respect me? Because you haven't parented your child ever. It's just so stupid. Like, fucking parents need to start beating their fucking children more. Like, or you know what? My thing is get other parents to smack your kid. That way you can't get in trouble. Because I was not afraid of my parents. My parents never hit me, and my mom's old and fat, and I'm still scared of her because of what she could potentially do to me. That woman has blackout rage. I've seen it. I don't want to be the one to cause it. Like, she's had me up against the wall with her fist in the air and someone got between us. I don't want to see the damage that fucking crazy bitch can do. Like, but some kids, I'm just like, oh my god, your kid fucking needs fucking... You should have smacked that fucking kid a little bit more, man. Or at least fucking threatened to. One time. You get the one time. Because after you hit your kid fucking more than once, they start getting less and less fucking... it starts being less and less effective. Like... This is a weird thought processes in my head all the time. I don't know why my brain just jumped to I would eat a person before I would eat my dog. I don't know where that came from even. Okay, laundry, vapes. What was the other thing I had? I wanted to do my hair today. My hair is kind of gross, ugly. And I got new hair dyes, but it's Manic Panic. I looked it up. The new one, the new Intense Manic Panic, apparently isn't as bad as the... Every time I fucking, I'm like, maybe Manic Panic got better. No, never. Every time I put blue, it's like sea monster green. Every time I put purple, it's fucking old lady gray witch hair. Like, oh, maybe we'll do that today because I need to do something today that's gonna get me out of this. Not a funk, but straighten my thought process because my choo-choo is just way off track today. Where? Oh my god, filter fish. That's what I call filter. I don't know why. I see the new what do you call it? Karate Kid. I watched the new Karate Kid. It was actually not bad. They did like a what do you call it? Here, I can show you. I'll show you guys. Because you guys won't tell anybody, but I can't show my Facebook live stream. Because if people fucking know, they might. Oh my god. Okay. Aren't they pretty? They might be dandelions. Look. I think it's a fucking dandelion. I'm like, it's supposed to be weed. I'm starting to get like little buds up here. Anyway, I'm gonna have to Google it. Because the seeds are from my last plant from Lachine. That needs more dirt. These need to come out of here. They're stressed. They don't have enough room. Maybe I put them outside or something. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I'm like going on about like, I'm a connoisseur of weed. And she's like, I think these are dandelions. She's like, don't worry. I won't tell anybody. I'll be so upset. You don't even know. Oh my god. So stupid. I know that they came from my weed plant. They came from my old weed plant. Like, I'm so sure. I'm gonna be so upset if they are. I'm going on and on about how I'm like such a good fucking like amazing at growing pot, and they're fucking. I'm like, oh, maybe that's why they're taking so long to fucking make buds. I'm good at germinating. I'm good when they're little. It's once I start flowering, I fucking start to. I'm not good at all the other stuff. That's the plan. That's gonna be the plan. I just have to wait for Ganawage to the native reserve to figure out what they want to do with the. You okay? What's the matter, baby? Let me see. Come on, my love. What's the matter? 14. You're just so cute. No manners. I like when he does that. He just like stares at me. Like I'm like, what are you waiting for? Like nothing's happening. You look like you're waiting for something. Yeah, but you know what? I'm like, thought I was such a good dog trainer. Turns out my dog just came pre-trained. He is just like, I think it's because the lady that had him before me, I think she used to chase him with the broom because he was like very nervous, and she used to like lock in the bathroom for like hours at a time. So whenever I try to discipline him, he cowers as if I'm gonna hit him. And I'm like, why do you keep doing that? Like, I've never hit you. I never will hit you. I'll hit my children. I don't hit my animals though. Like, takes a lot for me to get that angry. So fucking if I'm smacking a child, it's because I've already fucking corrected this fucking multiple times and you're not fucking getting it. But like him, it's so hard to do corrections. Because he doesn't have the same response with Yan. When Yan corrects him, he doesn't respond the same way. He'll do more of like an earbax pouty child thing. He'll cower in a corner with his ears back. Sometimes he even almost like piddles a little bit. I'm like, no, that's not what I fucking. He does it on purpose, I swear. Just like staring at me with one big eyeball. Oh, I love you so much. I love you. I do. Maybe I can cut your nails real quick. Every time I do this, he thinks we're playing a game. Let me see. Thank you. Let me see. Come on. Let me see. Okay, we did one. Ow. Fucking hurt myself. No. Come on. And we're done. That's about as much as let me do. Fucking. Okay, we got one paw down. I'll try the other one. I have to get him while he's like fucking too tired to fight. I've literally pinched my finger. Let's turn this off. You guys don't have to fucking. Charger. Everything I own is dead all the time. That's underwear. Sorry. We good? What is happening? I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Honestly. Why? Why is it out of everything my boyfriend hoards? Chargers. He's a fucking hoarder of fucking every charger that we own. Why? Fuck it. He steals mine, I steal his. God. Breaking shit. Okay. Okay. I swear to God. Okay, Tim, new guy, as a fellow male, what do you, don't delete them. Don't even delete them. This is now past a point of being grossed out or angry or annoyed. I am genuinely concerned of the mental health of this guy. He has literally been watching my live streams for over 2 years. And I'm like, dude, you need real help, like professional help. This is the weirdest fucking thing. This case. So this guy, he's got multiple Soul Ranger. He's got multiple accounts that he sends the same message every time where he's trying to get me to wear a bandana or a mask of any kind. And to be this persistent about something that is just so weird. Because okay, to me this is a mental thing, and I think what it has to do is when you cover your face, it makes it so that you don't have an individual personality. It takes away any kind of intimacy from person to person. That's what, to me, someone who's like has a weird fetish for face coverings and gets like their jolly on from that, their kicks out of that. It's very bizarre. Like, I understand I don't understand it, but like, I get their people or feet or the schoolgirl thing or the whatever it is that is your particular fancy. I do understand that because it's like the risque or like the whatever. To each his own. But this is just something fucking else. I'm telling you. Just the weirdest. Like, need professional help, that guy. He doesn't say anything else either. Like, I figured that eventually I was like, you're on the wrong video for that. If that's what you're going for, there are sites that are free with an unlimited amount of your particular fancy. But like, it's just so weird. Anyway, now that we got that in the clear, like, I figured eventually he would be like, okay, I give up. Obviously, that this is not ever going to happen, because I do wear bandanas, to be honest. And it was before COVID that I wore bandanas, and it's because my mom is a hypochondriac. She's OCD germaphobe. So, like, I don't touch buttons. I don't touch handles with my bare hand. I use my sleeve if I can. I used to walk around with hand sanitizer, and people would make fun of me all the time for it before COVID. Like, So yeah, I used to wear bandanas. One, because no one else was doing it at the time, and I guess I probably felt like a cool kid doing it. But no, and also I used to not chew my nails, but I used to have my hands to my face a lot. Like I used to always like cover my face, and I would get cold sores. And it runs in my family, on my dad's side of the family. Whenever they get sick, they get cold sores. When I was a teenager, I used to get sick a lot. I used to get cold sores a lot. So I used to fucking constantly, thank you, I had to fix it. It's not too bad. People like it more when it's more pastel colors, and it's real, so that's cool. Most of the time when you see, also, I don't even fucking say, like, try to be nice to girls with cool hair anymore. Every time I have done this, where I'm like, hello, nice hair, they just, like, look at me like I'm fucking a psycho who just, like, fucking said I want to fucking rape their puppy. Like, and I'm just like, oh, not friendly. Okay, cool. But it's because most of the time their hair is fucking fake. All these girls have, like, boy short hair, and all their fucking, then they have this beautiful fucking perfectly colored hair. It's fucking fake. Fucking posers. Oh, I'm so fucking poser. This is what I recently figured out. People recently have been saying that I am cool. And I'm like, when I thought I was the most cool, I was probably one of the worst human beings on the planet. Like, I would go after guys that had girlfriends, not because I wanted to date them or if they had a new love interest or like interest that they had. I would purposely be like, hook up with them so that I could be like, oh, they'll always choose me over other girls. Like, it was terrible. And then I did it to fucking Rachel. Rachel's just the nicest person I've ever met in my fucking life. And I spent over a year because he was like, oh, I have to go tell her. I'm like, why would you tell her? Like, I'm not going to tell her. Why would you tell her? He's like, cause it's the right thing to do. I was like, whatever, end of your relationship. I don't give a shit. And then he didn't say who it was, but they got over it. They stayed together. And then one day I was like, hey, Rachel. And she just dead stared at me. And I was just like, oh, shit. You know it was me. So for a year, I chased her around being like, hey, Rachel, can I just like talk to you? She'd be like, nope. And walk away from me. I'm like, oh, okay, bye. And then one day she was with a friend and she was talking to someone and I fucking cornered her. And I was like, Rachel, I have something I need to say to you. And her friend ran away. I was like, listen, I don't know how much I can say sorry for what I did. And it was solely because I was insecure and it made me feel better when my guy friends would pick me over their new love interest. And it was a horrible thing that I used to do. And then someone did it to me. And I ended up doing it to one of the nicest people that I've ever fucking met. And she was like, you know, there are so many other guys. You're so fucking weird. There are so many other guys that you could fucking, that are single, that you could have hooked up with. Why would you go after Ryan? If you know that he's like has a new girlfriend and we're doing so great and all that, why would you do that? I'm like, literally just because I was a shitty person. And I now that someone did it to me, I wasn't even mad that he cheated on me. I was mad that he picked the girl in town that everybody knows she's had a STD previously. And she usually has like sores on her face and she's a big hoe in town. When I was like, I'm mad that it was her. Anybody else. And I wasn't friends with Angela. She was dating him before I started dating him. She comes up to me one day. She goes, so I know that you and Sean are fucking. And I just thought you should know that both of us have to go to the doctor now because he's been fucking Kim Lebrecht. And I think that's punishment enough for you. And I was like, oh, okay. I literally didn't. He's the only boyfriend that I didn't accuse of cheating. I would check his phone every day. He had a second phone that he'd leave in the car. I literally left for one day on Canada Day. I went face painting because I used to do face painting for the city on Canada Day. I was gone for like less than 8 hours. And just that one little time, he went and fucking cheated on me with the nastiest chick in the whole fucking town. So I was just like, you know what? This is a terrible feeling. A really terrible feeling. Like, and every time I thought oh yeah. Wait. Fuck Facebook. So I like fucking doing. What? The base. Okay. I found a bunch of great pictures from my face painting. I found a bunch of great pictures of me marching with my grandpa. Because my grandpa. Oh, fucking light. My grandpa was a bagpiper. And he was in the Black Watch. Anyway, it's really great pictures of me. You just don't quit. Like, dude. I gotta say, for fucking points for fucking determination. Like, I'll give you that. Your name. Your name, and maybe I will. And it has to be a real name. First and last. Make it personal. No, I've been, you know what? I've been trying to get anything else out of this guy for like 2 years now, where I'm trying to get him to say literally anything else other than asking me to wear a mask. And he's fucking determined, really, honestly. Oh, wait. It's because the fucking sun is so goddamn bright today. Or it's just because I hate photography. I hate photography so much. I took a photography course. I have a Canon camera. It's all fancy and shit. Wait, I know. There we go. That's better. That's little me and my grandpa doing the Canada Day flag. Because my grandpa was in the Black Watch. It's the Queen's. It wasn't like it's the Queen's military, handpicked military, but he was a piper, not a soldier. Okay, that is my parents. This is no word of a lie. That's my mom. That's my dad. On Halloween when they were younger. My mom was a clown. Her job was a professional clown when I was little. Yeah, no, we do the whole thing, the theatrical face paint and all that. Like, we were really good too. We were really, really good. Oh yeah, no, you know what? She wasn't honestly that scary. She had the big red nose, blonde wig, whatever, the face paint, the suit, whatever. But she did balloons. Fucking ew. I told you, only if you give me your first and last name. Want me to fucking do something for you? You do something for me. What? Is someone here? Oh, God. Let's see what the dog wants. Show me. Show me. What the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck? Thought I closed the fucking enough. Oh, I'm fucking with it. The garbage guys love me because I give them weed. I leave them little thank you joints when my garbage is too gross. Sorry. I just wanted to see what all the hustle and bustle was about. Oh god, the neighbors are probably fucking having a conniption for. Oh yeah! Fuck. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's why I love this neighborhood. I really love this neighborhood. Everything's the same all the time. Everyone does the same thing at the same time. Every day. When something fucking is weird, all the neighbors are like, what's going on? It's fine. You know what? This is better than fucking. I don't know if it's maybe just me. Okay, you know when you have people that are paranoid around you, and you're like, you are fucking crazy, and then like a couple weird things start happening, you're like, should I be paranoid? Am I not paranoid enough? Holy shit, I could be fucking being stupid right now. Hopefully, I'm just being paranoid because I don't really do anything that's fucking. But with my luck, honestly. Fuck the police. All cops are bastards. The only good cop is a dead cop. Never call them. You know what? I have called the cops so many times trying to do the right thing. Don't do that. It will not end well. I really wanted to believe. I'm like, you know what? Not all cops are bad. I'm sure some cops are like okay. And I'm sure some are. But at the end of the day, they are a brotherhood, and even if their coworker is in the wrong and you did nothing wrong, they will always take their side. So every time I tried to fucking do the right thing, I end up being interrogated as if I'm a fucking. Last time it was, and that's why I wasn't allowed to get a lawyer because I willingly. They called me and they were like, "You spoke to Brandon within the past 48 hours. Schizophrenic." And the voice in his head told him to drive his car into another lady's car. And he killed the lady and put her son in a coma. He almost died. And the cops were like, since you talked to him within the past 48 hours, can you come make a police report? I was like, yeah, of course. If it's going to help, of course I'm going to. But I was like, I hadn't seen him over 5 years. And he showed up at my house, said, I'm in love with you, and my life has been terrible without you. And I was like, Brandon, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we have not been friends for like over 5 years. And he told me to come to an NA meeting with him. And then no one told me that fucking the week before that he was in the hospital because he thought he was the next coming of Jesus. He thought he was the Messiah. So P-E-A-V-Y? Oh. EY. Foundation. It's a hair. Every time I fucking have a hair on my fucking somewhere, I think it's a spider. Spiders here are gargantuan. Okay. That's all you wanted? It's the base that I bought him. It's actually pretty good at it. I suck at bass. It's too boring. It's very B-type personality that fucking plays bass. Oh, I like dating the drummers apparently. Fucking, and all drummers are fucking named Ryan for some reason. Sean's. Fuck Sean's. Every Sean I've ever fucking... I've dated 2 Sean's. Every Sean I've ever met is a fucking piece of shit. Maybe there are good Sean's out there, but not any. Fucking Rainbow Sean. Fuck that guy. Anyway. Hi! Do you play? I barely play. Why are you so sulky today, mister? Whiskey Bear. Why are you so sulky? It's so weird. There's a guy that I used to go to school with, Zach Hallam. This guy fucking he used to write a song for every time he got a new girlfriend. And I was starting to date one of my old boyfriends in high school, Shane. My family only knew him as Troll. But then me and Zach were hanging out one night, and he was like, should I leave? Because me and Zach were fucking hitting it off or whatever, or flirting. I was like, yeah, probably. It's like, okay. Me and Shane dated on and off like for over 10 times, I think. But anyway, me and Zach made out, and then the next day at school, he was talking to a girl named Taylor. Oh, fuck, which Taylor was it? McEwen. Taylor McEwen. She's one of the popular blonde chicks. The soccer team, whatever. And I was like, hey, Zach. And he was like, okay. Anyway, I was like, you motherfucker. Like, so after that, fucking, we stopped hanging out. Years later, I saw him at a party. I was like, yo, Zach. I was like, how you doing? He was like, oh, pretty good. I'm like, oh, didn't you have a daughter? And he was like, yeah. I don't really see her, though. I was like, oh, so you're a deadbeat. And the whole room went quiet. I was just like, oh, whoops. I didn't mean it to be insulting. It was a joke in my head, but it... No, because when the kid turned 5, he was like wanted to be a part of her life, and the baby mama obviously was like, yeah, okay, I guess so. Better late than never. I'd be like, fuck no. When my kid decides that they want to go see you, they can go see you. But until then, if you're not fucking going to be there for the hard part, because your music career is going to take off any day now, like, fuck you. Not fucking doing all the hard part. You get fucking when you see your kid, it gets a personality, and it's kind of like similar to yours, a little carbon copy of you, and now you want to fucking be a part of it? Nah. No. You can watch from a distance. I'll send you pictures. When the kid becomes of an age where they want to go see you, they can go see you. Fuck that. Maybe, I don't have kids, so I don't fucking know what I'm talking about now. I have a hard enough time with the fucking dog I have. Woe is me all the time. Okay. Put that back in there. should play my piano more. I'm getting a pair of bagpipes. I don't know if I mentioned it. I saw bagpipes online for sale. That's all I asked for my grandfather's stuff. And they said Uncle Ian took it. I was like, yeah, but I'm pretty sure I remember Grandpa saying that he tried to teach you once, and within 45 minutes, you guys got into a screaming fight, and Ian stormed out. So, can't imagine what Ian's going to be doing with Grandpa's bagpipes. So I'm going to get my own bagpipes, because I was going to get an accordion first. And the only way I could ever afford an accordion is if I buy a bunch of fucking $500 broken accordions and learn how to fix accordions. Accordions are like thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous. I was like, maybe I make a harp? You can probably make a harp, but it's very similar to like a piano, or you can't just Google how to make a harp. And they're also very expensive. So I think we settled on bagpipes. Because this Allie the Piper, also there's the Red Hot Chili Pipers. I totally recommend you check them out. They are great. Very, very funny. But Allie the Piper, she's super pretty, and she's fucking makes bagpipe cover songs that sound so good. Like, it's not like that ear piercing. My grandpa's birthday, his whole band played Happy Birthday on bagpipes in the house. 10 bagpipers in a bungalow playing Happy Birthday as loud as they possibly could. Holy shit. Deafening. Like, anyway. But Debbie mentioned I should play piano more. And I was thinking maybe. And I was like, yeah, but like fucking, I did 2 years of fucking piano lessons. And she was very religious, this lady. And I was like, raised by the Osbournes. And I was raised by truckers, so I have a little bit of a potty mouth. Well, I'm respectful, but sometimes it's just part of my personality now, and it just like slips out. That's why all the people I relate with are elderly men. Because they think I'm funny, and they don't expect that when I open my mouth that's what's going to come out. And I can take a joke, and I have a pretty good sense of humor and pretty down to earth, I'd say. Look at me making all my compliments about myself today. I'm like so full of myself today. But this is what we're working through. A lifetime of thinking it's me. It can't be everybody else. It must be me. Maybe I'm too dumb. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I fucking am autistic and I don't know it. Like, but now it's like fucking the perfect excuse for not to teach your kid how to control their emotions. They're like, my kid's on the spectrum. I'm like, I think you're just not really wanting to parent your kid because you're afraid that you're gonna look like you're disciplining too hard. Because teaching your kids how to control or not control their emotions, but respond accordingly to their emotions. I realized recently that a lot of people on Facebook, when you do the live stream, you can do your feeling, how you're feeling. It has a list of emotions. I'm like, this should be mandatory that everybody, every day, when you start your day, you go through a list of emotions. And you fucking, because people will feel anger. Like, I used to be angry and I'd cry. And then there are some people who are sad and then they get angry. And I'm like, these people are just like emoting the wrong emotion that they're feeling. And I'm realizing I'm going through my Facebook thing and I'm like, this is like the definition of borderline personality disorder. Because like every hour it's a different feeling. I love you. 21 notification. What the fuck? I hate being poor. It costs so damn much. That's good. This is really good, honestly. Hi, Terrence. We're having an emo day. Got all the feels. This is really good, what my friend Alan said. I hate being poor. It costs so damn much. Like, if I could afford a room for my girl and me around $600, I'd be happy. But I can't. Instead, we have to make money daily in order to have a place to stay. End of each month, we spent $3,300 on just the room. So that doesn't even touch our food and recreation. I'm honestly spending more money to be poor. That's fucking good. That's fucking good. I like that. Ugh. I blame it on everybody except me because I usually don't give a fuck. I don't have anything for people to steal at my house. If you find something, congratulations. Obviously had to work really hard to fucking steal anything that has any value off me. That's why I have a fucking room dedicated to fucking clothes. Because when you fucking lose fucking clothes that you didn't pay for, it's actually not that bad. Okay, maybe don't. Just sometimes I have to stop myself from speaking. At least on Facebook, because then people fucking... Okay. Kate. You're so... Oh, yeah. Your grandpa was so special. Aw. Sorry, I'm just, See, some girl fucking... She even made a post for... What's that? My family was lower middle class that was trying to fit in the middle class. So I'm actually pretty used to, you know what? Think of it like this. Yeah, sometimes you have to pick the thing you need over the thing you want. But after a while, you start to be like, oh, I guess I didn't really actually want that thing very much. I thought I really wanted it, but I actually didn't. And you end up actually like finding more stuff that does mean a lot to you. And when you do get that thing, it means so much more. Even if it's not like the value, like the cash value of it, that thing feels... My mom's a shopaholic. She's a compulsive spender. She put us into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. After my grandpa died, she got some money and eBay. This was back before Amazon, back before all that. eBay was the thing. Hundreds of thousands of dollars because she's a shopaholic. That movie is actually pretty accurate. The Confessions of a Shopaholic movie. It's very much I've been rich, I've been poor. I've had like fucking throw up this, what Dom calls it, throwaway money. I'm like, huh? Throw what? It's like throwaway money that you don't care if it doesn't come back. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. Like, you're speaking English, but what you said does not actually amount to anything in my head because my brain just doesn't comprehend what throwaway money would be. I used to can bum when me and my dog were on the street. I used to go can bumming in the parks to buy him a little pack of sausages to eat. So honestly, I've had so many things that I thought were so precious and and they meant so much to me, and I cried when I lost them, and I was fucking hated people because it wasn't even my fault that I lost my shit. 4 times, my 4th time starting over completely, losing all my stuff, all my clothes, all my, like, it's all, the only stuff that I ended up hanging on to is basically junk. So, but I love my garbage. I like ugly things that other people don't want, apparently. Anyway, I hate when I fucking out myself. Okay. They become your treasures, not your possessions. That's it. Like, one of my most precious treasures, wait, aside from my dog. Plug this bitch in. Oh, one. I just want to play video games, and I'm procrastinating, so now I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to, and I don't get to play video games. This is a photo of the Expo 67. It is one of my most prized possessions. I love the Expo 67. The history about Expo 67 is crazy. The Queen came here, and it was supposed to set up the Canadian economy to, for generations, everyone would profit a little bit, and then they fucked it all up with the French people. Because if the French don't get what they fucking want, then nobody gets anything. Like, and if there's a possibility where everybody can get a little bit, French people still have to fucking ruin it and be like, no, because we deserve a little bit more. Like, just impossible. Honestly, if the West Island fucking gets taken over by the French, I heard that in Quebec City, somewhere, or near Quebec City, they busted a domestic terrorist organization. It's the FLQ. I'm telling you, it's the FLQ. You fucking terrorist organizations don't go, you need to disband. And they go, oh, okay. Like, they just rename. Fuck, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, like, all these fucking things. They just rename their group. Like, I don't think it's a fucking, I don't know. Anyway, apparently they were organizing, and they had a bunch of military equipment, like, a lot of military equipment, because they all were service guys that fucking were working on the base, and they were fucking slowly taking piece by piece. Yeah, it's like, oh my god. And the reason I think that they're fucking putting it so publicly is to intimidate anyone else from getting any ideas about making a Proud Boys type shit. Like, because shit's fucking... Oh my god. See? And this is why I'm paranoid, because I did not know that Canada is literally run by different mafias. I didn't know! I've been fucking running my mouth a lot over the years. I have fucking 10 years of live streams on Facebook and YouTube to prove it. Just because I was homeless and I just so happened to be in the area. And then people were like, what the fuck is she fucking, like, I'm being nosy. Like, I'm just homeless and I'm just living my car here. I get you guys are doing your crime thing, whatever. And it's like all organized crimes and shit. And I'm like, yeah, but I am no way. I'm a white Anglo here. So I'm a 3rd generation immigrant, which is the worst. Like, it used to be like, if you're a female, you're white and you're like okay looking, like you had it pretty good up until recently. So I'm considering, I'm like, if Yan never leaves me, I'm probably just gonna get what do you call it? I would love to. My neighbors in France just went to Japan. I was telling her, I was like, in French class, I used to bring a Japanese language book because I was trying to teach myself Japanese in French class because I was like, I don't fucking have to learn French. And they were like, yeah, okay. You'll never fucking be able to pay for food because no one will ever hire you because you have an English name. They don't even look at my CV. It's great. It's great. I'm literally an oppressed white female. And if anybody ever hears that, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, your life struggles, eh? Like, I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, this is, like, long time coming, and I get the brunt of it, so that kind of sucks. But maybe if Ian ever leaves me, I'm just going to get the government to pay for my sex change, and I'll be a gay man. No fucking better time to be a gay man. Especially with that whole trans thing. Imagine if every girl from back then who was a tomboy got a sex change operation. Or everybody who was bi at one point. Like every person I knew in high school, like for like a month was bi. You imagine if they were like, okay, well, we're going to stop your hormones because you're obviously uncomfortable. I'm like, so is everybody who goes through puberty. There's a whole premise of it is like you're just in constant discomfort, mentally, physically. It's part of the whole experience. They're like, oh, there's no side effects to stopping having puberty blockers. I'm like, you know what? I'm not a doctor. So what do I know? Obviously, just so fucking retarded. Like, I laugh because my life is so much better now, and I get to sit back and watch and not be part of the Cool Kids Club. I like the Not Cool Kids Club. We have jackets. Anyhow. Okay. Let's fucking tough it out. And I'll just go do the thing. Here we go. And then I can play my game later. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I should just take it downstairs. I love when people are like, what drugs is she on? I'm like, this is me not on drugs. Imagine what I'd be like on drugs if I don't. People are like, oh, you're such a spaz. I'm like, yes, I am. I am a spaz. Like, and if I did the drugs that my friends get to do, fucking shit would burn. Like, people would not be having a fun time. I'd have a great fucking time, but someone's got to be a babysitter, I guess. Okay, we'll do one thing. I've been staring at this pile of garbage for like a week. Ah, my eyeball. I got smoke in my eye. I'm having a hard time cleaning mostly because I keep finding stuff that was my dog's and I just start crying. The other day it was a fucking balloon. It's one of his little winter boots. And I picked it up and I went to go throw it in the garbage and I was like, I can't throw it in the garbage. What do I do with it? I just started crying and go upstairs like, ah. Okay. Let me just pick up this little pile of crap real quick. Now what? Jesus Christ. Sounds like I live in an industrial. Ew. Ew. Everything is stuck to the ground. Oh, God. Gross. Okay. Ugh. Here, let's make you happy. God. Oof. Wow. Okay. Why am I so gross? Ah. God. Ugh. Oh. Ooh, never. Spoon. Knife. Fork. Oh. Okay, we're done. What's this? Ah. Oh my God. Okay. Oop. What? Oh my God. Yeah. Well. This is why there was a broom on every floor. Right. Oh, there it is. I lied. It wasn't him. It was me. I told him this the other day. This is why we don't actually have fights. I told him the other day. I was like, I have fights with you before you even get home. That's why we don't fight, because I got mad at him for doing something, and then at some point I find the thing and I'm like, oh, he didn't move it, I moved it. So I fucking walk around for like 10, 20 minutes. An hour, that'd be fucking. Walk around for a couple minutes, I'm just like, fucking, and then I find it. I'm like, oh, good thing I didn't fucking just immediately be like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Because a lot of the time it was me that fucked up. But I realized that people in other relationships don't seem to do this. When you're wrong about something and it is made clear why you were wrong and the other person was right, and they go, well, it could have been. And I'm like, but it wasn't. Like, you just like, people don't like saying that they were wrong. And I'm like, but why is this even such a big fucking deal to anybody? Same with the sorry thing. Like, people who will not get over something until the person officially goes up to them and goes, I would like to say that I am sorry. Like, I just think you know what? I've literally started to apologize for things that I didn't even do. Oh, weed. Cool. Love when that happens. Okay, it's good enough. We did a bit. I'm like, fucking, I'm just like, I don't get it. What is it about that other person saying the words, I'm sorry, that is going to absolve all your rage for that person? Like, just seems so fucking dumb. But people really don't like being wrong about stuff to the point where, like, don't you feel foolish? Like, when someone's like, actually, you were wrong, and they call you out, don't you just feel foolish? Isn't it easier to just be like, oh, look at that. I was wrong. Now I know. I'll put the AC back on. Ugh. What are you gonna do about it? Alright. Move it. This is something. Gratitude. You know what? That's a good idea. I know what I'm gonna do. I know. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and I know that's gonna work. All right. Nope. There. Ah. Oh dear. Oh, my hands. Okay. Fucking smoke myself to death. I'll fucking quit. It's the dumbest thing I ever started. It's the only thing that I actually fucking have a very hard time quitting. Everything else, booze. Well, not pot, because pot to me is not drugs. But any other substance that I've ever done, I fucking tried to be an alcoholic so hard. I really, really tried to be an alcoholic. And everyone was calling me one. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to drink more. But I'm not good at it. Because I get sick before. Like, I fucking started drinking at 12. By the time I was 19, I'm like, I'm over this. Okay. Hang on. I'll come back for you. If I could be a professional anything, I'd probably be a professional busser. Don't fall. Oh, gross. Hands are super fucking dirty. Ugh. See, we're getting into it. We're getting a groove now. I don't know what's happening to my arms. My mom says that's my grandma. And I was like, you're a fucking nutcase. Like, she goes, whenever you light your cigarette and it goes out immediately, that's your grandmother telling you to stop smoking. She died of lung cancer. I was like, you're fucking mental. You know what? The reason I laugh at it is because sometimes me and my sister, we'd be like, oh, coincidence. Oh, coincidence. And then after a while, you're like, must be a coincidence. Let's never talk about this. Because I can't really explain it, and I don't really want to get into it. Really, I don't. Because, like, I hate magic. I fucking hate people who do magic trick. Like, I also hate the game, because I did game testing for Magic. Magic Duels, specifically. Just totally different game. Don't play it. It's terrible. But Magic, I'm just like, it's so pointless to me because I know that there's not magic. It's a trick. I don't like being tricked. I don't like people. That maybe it's because I feel like my intelligence is insulted. Like, that's worse to me. Like, call me names or whatever, because I, like, to me, I'm like, okay, sure. Because I know it's not true, but, like, maybe it's because, like, I always thought I was dumb for so long, and now I'm realizing, like, a lot of fucking people who are professional experts are really not smart. Like, the people who have the nicest cars are the worst drivers. The people who are, like, have the most degrees and certificates seem to be just the fucking dumbest people recently. And if you, like, question their intelligence in any way, and you're like, well, I actually heard that, and they'll just be like, oh, wow, really? Okay, wow, that's actually what you think. Okay, well, and it's like, they don't even, as if you're too stupid to even, like, to be, like, explain it to. Like, and I'm like, maybe I am too stupid, but I'm actually fucking apparently not. Apparently, I only feel stupid when I'm like, I knew this already. Like, I've looked up weed butter for years. Weed butter recipes for fucking years. Every single website. You gotta decarboxylate your fucking, to activate the trichomes. I'm like, no. And I did it many times. And I'm like, I knew this was not gonna work when I was doing it. Why does every website fucking say, go to decarboxylate your weed? And I asked, the only people I get actual fucking answers from recently are truckers or hobos. Where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And then I do it, and it fucking works out great. Why would you fucking heat your weed more than you have to? When you heat your weed more, it burns off all the good stuff. I was like, I knew this. And I don't know why. Sometimes, like, fucking, again, if you're not sure about something, maybe go ask a professional. But these are things where I'm like, I'm almost positive that I am right about this, but the expert is telling me that I'm a fucking moron. Whatever. I didn't waste all my fucking time and money going to school, thank God. Because my grades were too high. I technically skipped grade 7, 8, and 9. Because I didn't go. I just went and passed my exams. And luckily, no one called social services on my mom because I just, like, I was sick and I'm not going to classes that are pointless. Like, I'm not going there to babysit. I'll go home. I live around the block from the school, so I'm like, I'll just go home. Like, but then you end up getting that same teacher the next year, and they are, especially when I always fucking, they're like, take the full time to do your exams. I'm like the first one out of my exam, and they fucking, I'm walking up, and they're like, oh, really? Finished already, Madison? You sure? I'm like, mm-hmm. Like, and then I end up passing my exam. And I only showed up to, like, 4 of their classes for, like, the whole year. And then I get them the next year, and they're not super stoked. So. Yeah, no, when I applied to colleges, my grades were too high, so they would go back to my grade 9 and see that everything says NE, not evaluated. It's an automatic 60. Because it doesn't matter what I got on my exams. If I pass my exams, I pass the year. So they just say they don't actually write what I got on the exam either. Otherwise, my marks would have been even higher. So, or at least it would have been more consistent, my grades. But they went all the way back to grade 9 and saw that I didn't show up for more than half the year. And they're like, you have to get your school board to fax over an explanation as to why your grades are like this. Or they want me to go for prerequisites. I'm like, you mean grade 12? No, I barely made it through high school. Not going for another year for this, not for fucking nowhere. applied to Vanier, Medias and Communications. I'm the worst photographer on the planet. Marianopolis, I think I applied to as well. I don't even remember for what, though. I really wanted to go to Vanier. I almost went to PAC, but it's like a vocational school, I think. Bartending, baking. Fucking, these are all courses. I did an online grooming course. I'm certified dog grooming, and I did an online course. Have I ever actually groomed anyone else's dog other than my own, or like the ones that get shit on their ass at the pet store? Like, that's like my extent. Actually, I have like old ladies' old grooming equipment, so there's that. But still, I don't really think I can be like, I'm a certified dog groomer, even though I paid for a fucking online course. And then I started asking people who are dog groomers, I'm like, did you like to take a course? And they all had the same reaction. They just started laughing. They were like, what? No. I'm like, well, how did you really? That's crazy. What kind, like a specific kind of dog? Because my dog, I have cats, and cats are kind of fucking, you have to, Persian cats, you have to keep up with the grooming and shit. That's so cool! I asked so many girls that were dog groomers, I'm like, so how did you get your job doing dog grooming? And they're like, you just have to know someone, really. Or like, I don't know, like, but it's not something that people usually go for paid courses for. Because you know what? This is what I'm realizing. You can have all the certificates and do read all the books and do all the courses on something. That doesn't mean anything. It means that you can read and you can respond when questioned about your reading material. That does not qualify for you to say that you're a fucking doctor of any kind. The amount of hours. Even, like, I'm talking to my boyfriend about fucking the problems at work because he's a Mason. And he works with a guy who's a master Mason. He's part of the Freemasons, actually, apparently. I don't know if it's actually the same thing. These are different things, but I think ultimately they all fall into, like, the same category. Anyway, fucking the new kids. One of the new kids is the guy's stepson. And the guy, he's like a 20-year-old or something like that. And he did his course. And the whole family went on a trip because he was doing a competition. And I'm like, that's so cool. I love the Freemason stuff. I'm super into all the conspiracy stuff. Because, like, I don't even call them conspiracy theories anymore. I'm like, they're just conspiracies, I think. Or just theories. Because usually they end up kind of being, at least to an extent, based off of truth. Nothing is ever what it seems. Nah, the tunnels. I'm obsessed with the tunnels in Montreal. I think there's something there. Has to do with like the REM stuff and the transit system and all that. They funneled money into it. Something to do also with the airports and the train, the CN. Because my grandfather was like a CEO at CN, and then my uncle was a principal CEO for CN. Yeah. Yep. Because the guy for the CN trains in Montreal, fucking, the guy goes bankrupt like every 6 years or something. It's where, way back in the day. I think that show Blue Bloods, I think it's called, is about partially the Gambino family in Montreal. And there used to be the Italians, the Irish, the Hells Angels, at least that's fucking the common ones that were around. Oh, the warriors, the native guys, but I don't think they were over here. I think they were more in Oka and more rural area. Because I didn't see, like, I only found out a few years back there are other reserves around here other than Ganawage and Oka. And they just don't talk about them. So that white people don't come and fuck shit up. Like, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Well, I understand all the Hells Angels now. They used to be truckers that used to come to the truck stop I worked at as a kid with my mom. Like, all the truckers, they were ex-Hells Angel guys that were retired and they're trucking until they fucking retire from that. Like, they're grandparents now and shit. They demolished it's called the clubhouse, I think it was called. They leveled the building. But many years ago, every like decade or so, there will be a huge raid of all these operations are organized crime. They pay off the cops. Like where I hang out, I'm pretty sure it used to be the Hells Angels when they were like more active and shit. Like there used to be like a chop shop there and shit, and a pot shop it's like a legit pot shop that people like random people used to go into. It was really cool. They have a bar. The bar's still open, but that's fun. Anyway, no, it's like fuck it. Now we have the Indian mafia that's here. Apparently, even Yakuza or Triads. I don't know if they're the same thing. I have no fucking knowledge about Asian gangs. I thought they all stay relatively in Asia because they're not allowed to leave. But obviously that's not true. Because now fucking there was a bunch of Asian guys that came over to Montreal and bought up a shit ton of real estate, and then they all gambled all their money away, and then they ran back to their fucking so what Lachine is now. Lachine is all just abandoned fucking buildings, like entire apartment buildings that have been abandoned because the owner just disappeared. Because he's lost all his money on the gambling machines. Like a lot of Quebec here, oh man, that's like its own gang on its own, man. I used to do scratch cards. My grandparents, when they came here, they said from Scotland when they were 18, they said they started buying lotto tickets right away when they got here because they fucking would push them out to all the immigrant people. They're like, oh, make your new life in Canada so I can all that much better. You know what? That's why I feel bad. Honestly, I feel bad for the immigrant. There's a major fucking immigrant problem right now. And it's like, they're like, what, you're racist? You don't like the immigrants? You want to send them back to their dangerous country? There's people that have lived here for 30 years going back to Vietnam. Because it's better. A guy from the Middle East I used to work with was like, my dad sent me here and I don't know why this place is terrible. I want to go home. I'm like, you want to go back to the Middle East? Because this is not what you thought it was, and it's that bad? Like, that's what I mean. We're fucking all immigrants. Like, the Western world is made by immigrants. Like, we're all immigrants other than the natives. Like, and they don't even fucking argue about it anymore. They're like, yeah, whatever. Like, we'll be fucking taking our shit back once you guys burn everything to the ground, I guess. Like, oh my god. I can't believe the Mark Carney thing. I can't, like, honestly, like, at a certain point, you're digging your own fucking grave, man. All the native people that I was talking to about, they're like, I actually like Mark Carney. He's better than Pierre Poilievre. I'm like, but he's part of the great Royal British Empire. They didn't just give up their power. Like, we're an outpost for them. Like, and you guys, like, when has the guy who owns the bank ever been the good guy? Or the guy that saves the day? Or anything other than the scummy bank owner? Like, When in history has the guy who owns the bank, been the good guy? You gotta be kidding. Like, just because they want everything to be fixed right away. Like, and that's what Trump promised. Trump did the same thing. You'll all be as rich as me. And he catered to his base. Unfortunately, we are all lower and middle class. So, middle class are fucking freaking the fuck out. And people are like, it's the end of days. And everything is terrible. I'm like, this is a fucking Wednesday for me. I don't know what you guys are even talking about. Fucking... When you lose Fight Club. It's a Fight Club quote. Only after you've lost everything are you free to do anything. Oh, that's what I should write to Alan's post. Everything's temporary. It's just stuff. It's not worth fucking killing each other over. Not worth fighting with people over. Because all that stuff that fucking is so precious to people could all be replaced. It's like that fucking, what do they say about people who commit suicide? And the last thing they think is, I could have fixed everything except this. And then I just like a fucking cherry on top of the shitty cake. Maybe we'll watch that later. Copy. Where's Alan? The one that I actually like. Well, my grandpa's name was Alan. I love my grandpa. You okay? Okay. First rule about Fight Club. Ha! That's great. This machine allows anyone to work minimum wage for as long as they like. It's a box of pennies with a crank on it. Turn a crank on the side releases 1 penny every 4.97 seconds for a total of $7.25 per hour. This corresponds to minimum wage for a person in New York. This piece is brilliant on multiple levels, particularly on social commentary. Without a doubt, most people who started operating the machine for fun would quickly grow disheartened and stop when realizing just how little they're earning by turning this mindless crank. A person would conceivably realize that this is what nearly 2 million people in the United States do every day at much harder jobs than turning a crank. This turns the piece into a simple yet effective argument for raising the minimum wage. I don't think that'll fix it at this point. I really don't think that'll help. because everything else is just keeps getting more expensive. Like, so if the minimum wage even does go up, food's gonna keep going. Like, I think that's what people are only now starting to realize, which is like my favorite word, unprecedented. Was this unprecedented? Really? Was it? Like, he's kind of like has to admit now, it's getting bad. They can't lie anymore and be like, don't worry about it. It seems bad, but we got it. And it'll work out, because trust us. Like, and it's just like, I think people are starting to realize, like, they're never going to fucking, there's never going to be a time where they're going to come out and say, it's time to worry. We fucked up. And now you're kind of fucking screwed. Hope it works out. They're never going to say that. They are going to wait until people have to fucking face reality, because there's no other option. You cannot run from the fucking repo guy. Like, and the bank is not going to give you money at some point. The money that you put in it is not going to come back out eventually. And people can't live with that. That's when people fucking opt out. I'm like, because you what? Because you lost your fucking Audi? Like, start over. Like, instead, they'd rather send a little pity party and be like, well, poor me. How could this happen to me? It happens all the time. It happens to people all the time. I haven't lived very long. This has happened to me so many fucking times already. Sometimes it was my fault, but sometimes it fucking wasn't. Sometimes literally it happened before I even knew about it, and everything I owned was gone. And I could not get it back. And I was like, yeah, but it was supposed to be safe here. And they were like, yeah, it was, but now it's not. Like, and it's a hard reality to face, honestly, but it's going to get worse. It's going to get so much worse. And because it's all underground mafias here, like, eat the rich. Let them eat cake. I say fucking eat the rich when you're done with your cake. Fucking some deep shit, huh? That's the thing I wanted to do. Put you in a cup. Okay. So, I recommended this to someone the other day. I'm like, I know it sounds super baggy and lame. It's super fucking faggy and lame. When I was really depressed, I was having a hard time. And I'm a pretty confident person. But like nothing was working. I would try a different way, and I'd fail, and I tried a different way, and fuck it up more, and I was just like, the harder I was trying, the more I was fucking everything up. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Like I'm just like, I'm trying to fucking figure this out and I'm trying to do things right, and it's not working. I was just getting more and more frustrated. And I was like, fucking, I kept being like, fuck this. Like, I'm not even trying anymore. Like, what's the fucking point? Because I got, like, the harder I try, the further I get, it feels. And Allison goes, well, maybe you should stop trying. I'm like, yeah, but people like me don't get to stop trying, like, because there's no one to pick up after us. Like, there's no one who's going to hold our hand while we're fucking sitting around pouting. Like, and she was just like, told me to start a gratitude journal. Or she was like, maybe you do have a lot of shitty things going on right now, because that was my I'm realizing just today after talking to Debbie, that was my huge problem. Like, I was fucking angry and sad, and I couldn't even fucking tell you what I was fucking angry or sad about. It was just everything. There's just nothing was going my way, and I felt like I was constantly letting other people have their thing because I always thought they needed it more. I'm like, maybe it's their time. Maybe, like, I'm very generous and was like, maybe, like, they needed it more and I can wait. And I've been waiting, and nothing's happening. And all I have is shitty things to show for it at one point. Like, all I have is, like, fucking I've tried to put so much effort and I've gotten so far so many times, and I fucking fuck all the show for it. Fuck all the show for it. I work my ass off. Like, I'm 100. I'm not good at anything. I'm good at working. I'm 110% employee, even if I've never done it before. Give me a couple minutes. Give me like 5-10 minutes with it, like, and just show me the basics, and I figure it out. Like, I could do any job, industrial, fucking anything. And she was like, you know what? Maybe you need to stop focusing on, yeah, there's a lot of bad things in your life. Maybe a lot of other people have a lot worse stuff going on in their life. So, not to compare yourself to them, but, like, maybe try to look at the good things that are happening in your life. And I was just like, fuck off. Like, can I just be pissed off and mad for a little bit? Like, can you stop being, like, a reasonable, sensible person and giving me just very standard advice that seems very obvious, and now I feel really stupid and I'm going to go for an angry walk for another hour. She'd be like, okay, fine, go do what you want. And she told me to make a gratitude journal. Like, that's fucking lame. I'm not making a gratitude journal. And she gave me, like, this really pretty book, a velvet book. And she was like, you like this? I'm like, ooh, a pretty new book. And she was like, just do a gratitude journal. And I was like, I don't think this is going to fucking help, because this sounds fucking stupid, and it sounds like one of those, like, fucking self-help books. If you ever fucking heard of I Hate You, Don't Leave Me, it's a book about bipolar or whatever. And I was like, it sounds like a fucking super dorky, and I ended up doing it, and it actually really, really, really helped, like, a lot, like a fucking lot. So, every once in a while, I pull out Allison's gratitude journal. All her cards that she ever made me. $2020. Wow, it's been 5 years that she's been gone. I'll see. She'd make these collages. These are these beads that she made for everybody. I have two. I'm going to braid it into my hair eventually. But I have, like, super white hair that is very fragile from bleach. But yeah, everybody got, like, one of her beads, her string beads. She did, like, the coolest art